What you're about to see is Mike Tyson going to war with the best fighters in the world.
Early in the fourth, can Tyson finish this? I think so.
Though he's been stunned, well, maybe not. Down he goes. The left hook.
Was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here.
Of the style of the opponent or whatever.
Shane Mosley learned that last Saturday night.
I'm glad you pointed it out because down he goes, the left hook.
Seconds remaining. How's he standing up?
Oh, what a shot.
With about 20 seconds to go.
Distracted before he got punched. Again, he lunges in. It gets close. He's going to have to be able to handle a quick Tillis to get to the top even. He is right now.
Are you sure you're all right? And Connors has called it.
Tyson does not throw wild punches, Sam. That's
Big left hook.
Good left hook.
Straight left hand was spectacular.
Tyson is inviting.
And there was an uppercut.
Over Hill's jab.
Right to the body, down.
Unheard of.
Diamato, of course.
Right hand by Tyson.
He's going to take away his lungs.
Oh, the big left. He rocked him.
Yeah.
Oh, another one. Left, right. Right, left, right, over, right, left. Oh, the left. Oh, and down goes Willie Williams.
Off from a sharp right uppercut to the body by Tyson. Again, a double right hand to the body and the chin.
Может уложить на любой минуте. Вот он первый нокдаун тактичный.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but give Tyson credit.
I didn't even know what the hell you hit him with.
The good left hand on the inside with a hook by Roy Jones Jr.
From Young.
It has done so much damage over a very good the footwork, the speed up to where it was in his prime, but Jones trying to 2-minute rounds. Oh, get off there, re-encouraging them, two legends.
Protect yourself. That's there Mike Tyson in there.
Coming up on the midpoint of rattling Roy Jones. Oh, there we go.
When he has him
Oh, there was that right hand. And we're in rounds a shell of what they were in their prime. But Tyson, left hook. Oh, setting in for Roy Jones Jr. once. Roy trying to land that left. And I use the term.
You can't run in this ring.
Good night, Snoop, to us.
I wear draws. I don't do draws. I like it. But the dude is so strong, man. His head, his punches, his body shots don't matter. Everything hurts. So, for me...
He's nearly going. Here we go. ATN right across the ring. Neither guy has thrown a punch yet. ATN reaches out with the left hand. Mike on top of him. Bangs him with the left hook right away. Tyson, that he's not afraid of him. Mike showing nice head movement and rolling a little bit. He bangs Mike inside with the right hand. Wow, the right hand is Etienne. Etienne tries to catch him. Good instructions given by the ref in the early going. Mike gets him with the right hand, and Etienne is down. He was really nailed with a Butch right hand. It's up to 5 and 6. He's not going to make it. It's 7, 8, 9, and 10. He knocks him out in the first round with a Butch right hand.
For å kunne treffe med sine beste slag. Vi er i gang. Høyre sving kom med en gang fra Tyson. Så en venstre hook her inne. Bruce er redd, prøver med kjappe venstre. Biter ingenting på Mike så langt. Sikter seg godt inn, kom på alt. Har ikke Mike Tyson få jobbe på der han ville være. Bommer med en voldsom venstresving. Det går fort. Han har all hurtigheten han hadde før. Akkurat som når han var 20 år. Unngår også slagene til Bruce Helden. Bruce har ikke truffet med noen ting. Har ennå ikke slått en riktig rett venstre, Bruce. Ut med venstre, sting i venstre, skal han stoppe, men så legger han seg ned. Alle andre, de har blitt livredde når de har møtt Mike Tyson i ringen. Venstre uken treffer, ute. Han kommer seg opp. 6. Han er redd. Han skiter i buksa, holdt jeg på å si. Han vil ikke mer. Han er borte. Han er ute.
In November, 20-year-old Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion ever by knocking out Trevor Birbing.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Birbing is down.
Mike Tyson. 28 up, none down, 26 knockouts, 2 fights going.
All in 2 years, Barry. His first professional fight a year from last night. But when it came down to the crunch, he decided he didn't want Smith to have the puncher's gloves. So that tells us what they really think. And then what to keep in mind here is nobody wants to fight a big slugger, not even other sluggers.
Here's the tail of the tape. And Smith, of course, 13 years the senior of Mike Tyson. Otherwise, really not a lot to choose in these numbers. 14-pound.
The 11-inch reach is much discussed, but Tyson says when you go to fight a kid in the street, you don't ask how long his reach is.
Fighting out of Magnolia, North Carolina, weighing in at 233 pounds, with a professional record of 19 wins, 5 defeats, with 14 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the WBA heavyweight champion of the world, James Bone Crusher Smith. From Catskill, New York, weighing 219 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career with 28 wins, no defeats, 26 KOs. He is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
This fight has already gone longer than some people expected.
Harold, how do you see it so far? First round. Tyson right on Smith's chest. Strong left jab by Tyson.
It was the first right hand by Smith. Nowhere near its mark.
It's also a straight right hand, and Smith will often come from right to left. Tyson unloading on Smith. Counter-punching right hand.
And is trying to make Tyson punch around his arms. So look for Tyson to try to come straight up the middle with an uppercut.
3-punch combination, 2 of them landed heavily.
Tyson prides himself on also being a good defensive fighter.
Smith is being very patient, actually.
Before, during, or after a fight.
Very true. You know, another thing, too, in Smith's corner, you heard Smith say, let me have the towel, and a cut over the right eye of Bone Crusher Smith.
That's the same eye that Larry Holmes opened up. But I can't see as yet where it is.
Going into the eye, but rather alongside it, very similar to that of Tyrell Biggs. From Bone Crusher Smith for holding Mike Tyson. I'm going to say one of the differences between this cut
This is becoming a hitting and holding contest. Not very appealing or dramatic.
to boo. It's the first time I've ever heard a crowd boo at a Mike Tyson fight.
What has got into Mike Tyson? Tyson has made Smith look very, very awkward. Just a big lunging fellow now against the speed of Tyson.
Stat numbers that you saw a moment ago, only 23%.
It may be that Tyson is frustrated because he's been unable to land real combinations the way he does in the gyms and on most opponents. Smith is just fighting a fight a defensive fight, and Tyson can't do anything. There you saw him coming around the arm once again, unable to get any leverage into his punches.
Tyson hit him a very good right hook a moment ago, and that really opened the cut up a little bit more.
His opponent often just becomes defensive, and Smith has done a lot of that. Right now, it doesn't look like much of a chance. He's having a hard time getting all the way up to his head.
On the forehead, but enough so that the blood does flow. Little blood now from the cut. And now Bone Crusher Smith going backwards. There was a big right hand by Tyson.
Rather than combinations.
Bone Crusher may be trying to take a little bit of a blow here in this round.
Like fighting a guy like Tyson with the pressure that he puts on you by keep coming at you. And hand to deal with that speeded up.
Now we'll see if he can.
And that Mike Tyson is very quick. He sees these punches coming. They're not quick punches, and he's able to duck them very easily.
Smith saying to Tyson, come on, come on, come on.
No idea what it's supposed to do. His heavyweight rank.
There was another big right hand by Tyson. That's the first one that really backed Smith up.
Throwing a few hard punches in the hopes of connecting and making something happen.
And the man in the black trunks is the reason for it.
Every great fighter has had fights in which I'm not saying Mike Tyson is a great fighter yet. He's a great young fighter. But he's just against an opponent here who's in there to survive and hold as he is now.
And I must say, Bone Crusher Smith is the one fighter I did not think would fight that way. Pretty good exchange there. Bone Crusher just kind of taunting Mike Tyson, and I'm not sure why.
Tyson doesn't want to get down on his chest and be held, so he's staying outside now, but with his short arms, he can't punch from outside.
I don't know, it might just be frustration on the part of Bone Crusher Smith. He hasn't been able to hit him the conventional way. Big left hand.
$750 ringside for this.
Pretty hard to believe.
Earlier, Barry, with the apparent exception of Michael Spinks, who's given up his title so he doesn't have to fight him. The only interesting thing here is to watch Tyson and how he tries to deal with this. But Tyson doesn't seem to be going about it professionally to try to break him down in some way. Punching to, as if to say, are you kidding me? You think that's a punch? Smith landed two decent left hands.
He took one right there.
Instructed Smith to try to throw some uppercuts as Tyson comes in on him.
Get off that neck. Come on, go on.
So quickly that you just can't get set to punch.
This fight. Can't get to his head, and I think that he's got to go to the body and come up with some uppercuts in order to hurt. I have a question, Barry. You think Tyson looks impressive enough to fight Tyrell Biggs in his next fight?
Relatively, it makes Tyrell Biggs' performance look a little better, though. There was a straight left hand. Throw too many combinations in this fight. That uppercut by Smith was just a little short.
Concentration in a way. He's winning so easily. Nailed.
To knock out Frank Bruno. Admittedly, Bruno is not Mike Tyson. There was a right hand. Big right hand.
Tyson has been headhunting throughout this fight, and I don't recall him getting any instruction. To that show.
No, I don't think so.
We wonder what they're going to take out of this for the highlights. Not Mike Tyson's fault. It takes two to fight. Right now, I'd have to say I imagine Larry Holmes is sitting there in Eastern Pennsylvania and thinking,
yeah, that's the thing. A fight like this brings them all out of the woodwork. Point out that Bone Crusher Smith has only been down once in his career, and that was in his first fight.
trying his best. That just isn't good enough.
Good hit, come on.
Bag of rocks.
And he really wants to look better. If he doesn't, that can make him do his stuff.
And that's certainly been the case tonight. There was a body shot by Mike Tyson, one of the few he's thrown.
He didn't care who he was in there with. Because prize fighting is drama and theater, and when you have a great athlete and you want to see him perform and tested, and he's not performing and he's not being tested. What we're going to start reading about and hearing about Tyson now is, come on, fellas, he's not as good as Ali, he's not as good as Frazier. And in truth, he's not as good as they are. He hasn't had the record to show it yet.
I think
but it's been said about every champion.
And it's been said about Mike Tyson by Mike Tyson also. He has said he's not great yet.
Joe Louis wasn't as good as Dempsey, and Ali wasn't as good as Lewis.
Speaking of theater, well, a minute and 15 to go in this one. Assuming we've kept you awake.
Tyson is trying everything he can. They are being booed, and I imagine even Tyson is the target of some of them. But Smith should be the target.
A right hand by Smith. That actually backed Tyson up.
That was the best punch of the fight.
For the new WBA WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
A popular verdict.
The WBA, WBC champion, the only heavyweight champion now in the world. Do you feel satisfied after that fight?
Well, I feel good, but I don't feel satisfied. But as you know, he was just trying to survive. I thought he was going to come out there and try to beat me up, like he said. He was going to try to win.
Could you tell very early in the fight that he couldn't hit you with any punches? He was frustrated and he was just going to hold on?
You know what else I noticed? When I threw my jab, I was hitting him with my jab and I was hurting him with my jab. But I feel like, he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to win. He didn't want to win at all.
Was there anything you think you could have done to break him down? For example, you went to the body very, very rarely.
I know. It was one of those moves I saw. I had one of those guys that was just trying to throw one punch and catch me. And I knew guys like that would never hit me. And the last round, he hit me with a good shot. He was a hard puncher because I felt the punches in my arm and stuff. But like I said, I could take a good punch. And now I proved to everybody. In the last round, he threw a good punch. And I felt it, but I came right back.
After the first round and the second round, you had words. After the first round, you threw a punch at him, which is so uncharacteristic. Were you frustrated that early?
I wasn't frustrated, but inside, he kept trying to hold me, and he was trying to push his gloves in my face and fight dirty.
But you seemed to lose your cool generally because of what seemed like frustration and not being able to do what Mike Tyson could do best.
Well, then I thought it was a good fight for me because most of these guys are going to fight me like this. These are supposed to be the best heavyweights of my day. And, they have no respect. They say I'm a young boy. I haven't fought anybody. Now, what can Bone Crush say? Is he added to the list of the bums I fought? Then if I didn't knock him out, he fought like that, that makes him a bum too. Ask him if he a bum. He didn't want to fight. He didn't want to win. He want to win.
You're a student of fight history. Have other heavyweight champions, can you recall, have had fights like this?
Dempsey, Dempsey when he fought the guy in Montana. No, it wasn't
Gibbons.
A boring fight. Everybody else saw only the last round when Dempsey was looking great. It was a boring 15-round fight. Carpenter.
Can you find solace in that? Can you go on to the next fight? Everybody's going to say, well, maybe Mike Tyson isn't all that good.
Well, these things happen. But, the thing that's more detrimental, when I go back in the gym and I go back home and leave the ring, I got to hear it from my trainer, and I'm waiting for it, and I know it's going to be murderous.
Well, Mike, you feel awful bad for a guy who did awful good and pitched a shutout and is the only heavyweight champion in the world.
Want to get better at boxing while actually enjoy learning it? On my Patreon, you'll learn real boxing techniques, watch epic fighter highlights, and get exclusive videos, all ad-free. It's everything boxing fans love in one place. Become a member today. The link will be in the video description.